Ustrasana, the camel pose. We practice this asana for working on Svadhisthana or Vishuddhi chakra. Let us see. First we sit in Vajrasana. I'll show you now the easy position that allows us to prepare for deepening our exercise later or to be practiced if Ustrasana is too difficult. So starting from Vajrasana, we go up. We put our hands on our hips and we go back, arching our spine while pushing forward our hips. And we go back. Then other good preparation exercise is to be practiced with one arms only. So we make our arm round, put it on the ankle and look up. Then we come back and practice with the other arm. While we go back, we do it while we inhale. So we exhale and inhale. Then we will see the complete Ustrasana position. We put our knees are together. If it's too difficult, we can have them slightly apart. We take our ankles with our hands. We arch our back and we push forward this part. Our weight should be well distributed among our legs and our arms. Don't practice Ustrasana if you have back problems. This asana is very useful for tonifying the digestive part, the reproductive part, and it can help you if you suffer from asthma. Parvatasana or mountain pose. Let's see how to do this asana, and then I'll explain you the technical parts. We can arrive in this position by bending forward, putting our hands down and moving our legs backwards, 1 foot next to each other. Then we form a triangle. So, in this asana, as you saw, we form a triangle. Important thing that our back should be straight, our arms should be straight and active also with the shoulders, so don't be passive, push with your shoulders. As you could see, also my feet are on the floor, the legs are straight and we move, we rotate inwards our legs while pushing up our bottom up toward the ceiling, and also we opening, so we have this internal rotation of our legs that helps us to have more active legs. Then we watched our belly, so our face is moving towards inside. Let us see once again. We also can start the position from here. Pointing our toes, our bottom is going up, and here we are, back straight. If we cannot push our feet on the ground, we can bend our knees and moving also dynamically to stretch the legs. Our legs are active, our arms are active, and our spine is straight. So, if it's difficult, remember that we can bend our knees. Important thing is that hold always our spine straight. This asana, it's very good for tonifying our legs, for working on the down part of the body, for opening the chest, for straightening the spine. It should be avoid, as for all the inversion, if you are pregnant, if you have some serious injuries, if you are an old person, or in this case you should avoid or maybe to consult a specialist. Padahastasana or forward bend. Let's see how to perform this asana. First of all, we stand up with our legs straight and our arms straight. We try to relax our body. So, we inhale, putting upwards our arms, and while exhaling, we go down. In final position, we can put our hands under our feet with the toes of the feet touching our wrist. In order to go more forward, we bend our arms without making effort on our spine, because our spine should be relaxed. In this position, also the neck should be relaxed. So the spine and the neck relaxed. Avoid any tensions. We can stay here and breathe. If it's too much, we can avoid putting our hands underneath our feet. Or we can also bend slightly our knees. The important thing that we try to keep our spine straight. Then we go up. This position, it's very good for massaging our internal organs. It's very good for our spine. It should be avoided if you have hypertension, if you have cardiac problem, or you have serious problem with your spine. Dhanurasana or arch position. We practice this asana mainly for awakening Manipura chakra. How do we start this position? We lay down on the floor, on our abdomen downwards. Then we bend our knees, taking our ankles with the hands, and then we rise up our legs and arching our spine. Important thing is that the active part in these exercises are the leg, while our arms and our abdomen and spine are relaxed. So let's just use our leg force. I'll show you now how to practice it. And another important thing is that we expire and we start to do this asana while inspiring. We can hold our breath or we can breathe slowly and then we release. We can practice this asana from 3 to 5 cycles. I'll show you now how to do it. So I lay down relaxing the body. I flex my knees and take in the ankles. I expire, and then while inspiring I go up. Now, an important thing is that my forehead is on the floor, relaxing it. Another important thing that while doing this exercise, we should not separate too much our knees, but try to keep them close. This exercise is very beneficial for our abdomen, massaging internal organs. It also releases the tension from our cervical and thoracic part, allowing us to breathe more freely and deeply. It should be avoided if you suffer from hypertension or if you have some stomach disorders, if you have menstrual disorders or diabetes. Bhujangasana or cobra pose. We practice this asana for our heart center or also for Svadhisthana. We start this position by lying down on the floor. I'll show you now so we can see directly. We lie down on the floor with our abdomen down, our feet looking upwards. Our forehead is down on the floor, relaxing. The arms are close to the body, so avoid to have them far from the body, so keep them close. Hands slightly under the shoulder. And then we expire, and while inspiring, we go up. As you can see, I'll start the exercise by pushing on the arms. I push on the arms, so arching my back. I can stay also like this if it's too much. So I can stay with my arms bent. Important thing is that the pubic bone is on the floor, as to avoid to bend our knees. And when we go up, we also look up to have our chin looking forward. So we have to go a bit up with our head. As you can see, my shoulders are down and not up. We have to have our shoulders away from our neck and for our ears. While we stay in this position, we can have inner retention and hold the breath, or we can breathe slowly. Then, while returning back, we breathe out. We can practice this exercise from 3 to 5 cycles. This exercise is very good for improving our breathing by opening our thoracic part It's strengthening our uterus and ovaries, and also massaging good our internal abdomen organs. It should be avoided if you suffer hyperthyroidism, and also ulcer or some intestine problems. Then it should be avoided. Agnisara Kriya. Agnisara Kriya, it's fire purification or fire awakening. We practice this in Padmasana, so we sit in this position. First I explain you how to practice it, then I will show you. So we inspire, long inspiration, and we expire the holy air we have inside. So we expire while our hands goes on the knees, our arms are straight, and our shoulders go a bit forward. While doing this, we also practice Jalandhara Bandha. So this is while expiring. While we expire, then we hold outer retention, and we start to move inward and forward our abdomen. So inward and forward while staying in outer retention. Then we release Jalandhara Bandha and we return in sitting position with the shoulders back and the spine straight. And we just breathe for some times until we feel good. At the beginning, is to be practiced in 3 cycles and 10 movements each. So now I'll show you how to perform it. It is important also to wait a bit after practicing before to feel the experience, what we feel in our body, what we feel in our mind, and to experience the effect of this exercise. The exercise is to be practiced with an empty stomach because we are moving it, and is not to be practiced if you are pregnant or if you have problems inside your organs, for example in your stomach or somewhere else. It's not to be practiced. It's very good for improving our strength of our abdomen. If we practice this exercise during summer, we can counterbalance this with Shitali Pranayama to balance this fire. So, for cooling down our body. Danu Sirasana, head to knee position. It's good for eliminating laziness and weakness. So, let's see how to do it. We're starting from seated down with the straight legs. We take one of the leg, bend it, we bend the knee, and put the sole of the foot on the inner thighs, the most possible up. Then we have this leg straight, with the knee also straight, and our back is straight. We begin to bend forward, starting from the hip, so to avoid to bend the spine. So bending from the hip, we walk with our hands down. Then we take the big finger of the foot with the index and the thumb of the left hand. And possibly with this, we put it here on the sole of the feet. And we go down. Another important thing is to coordinate the movement with the breath. So we inspire and while expiring we go down. So here we can hold the breath for as comfortable as possible, or we keep on breathing for some minutes and then we return up. Then we repeat the position also with the other foot, so with the opposite one. We can do this position also by lifting our hands, inspire, and expiring, we go down. Also flexing from the hips. This is important. This position is very good for our spine. That should be relaxed while going down for our back. It improves the circulation towards the spine and it massages the internal organs. And it should be avoided if you have hernial disc or you have sciatic. In these two cases, this should be avoided.